And one of President Trump's day one plans is mass deportation of illegal immigrants. Some of those sent out of the U.S. could be farm migrants, workers, and some farm groups warn that this could be bad for the country and Americans' wallets. Mills Hayes is here now. Mills, nearly half of U.S. farm workers lack legal status. If the president-elect doesn't make an exception, what could that mean for our grocery runs?
Well, Nick, they say that it could make our grocery prices rise. And it's no secret that Americans are struggling to keep up with inflation. Over 70% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And now some immigrant rights groups say that people's financial situations could get worse.
If these mass deportations are executed and this labor force disrupted, it's going to end up with higher costs at supermarkets, right? Higher consumer good costs. The companies are not just going to eat that cost. They're going to pass it on to us.
The federal government estimates that nationwide, over 40% of farm workers are undocumented. We reached out to farmers, but many of them are reluctant to admit that they hire immigrants here illegally. But groups that represent them are hoping that Trump will exclude their workers from his mass deportation plans. The American Farm Bureau Federation tells us agriculture and our economy rely on foreign workers to put food on the table. Their director of governmental affairs, John Boatwright, says, quote, "It's widely accepted that the immigration system must be fixed, but solutions should ensure vital industries like farming, processing, distribution, and food services are not harmed by unintended consequences. These are solutions that Congress must address, not just a presidential administration." Farmers are already dealing with a worker shortage. In 2014, 41% of farmers reported a labor shortage. By 2020, 53% of farmers reported needing workers. And in 2022, the American Farm Bureau Federation said that the most pressing issue facing farmers was the worker shortage. So far, there has been no indication from the Trump transition team that farm workers could be exempt from any mass deportation operation. But during Trump's first presidency, he did promise that his deportation efforts would not target the farm sector. However, there were raids at poultry and produce processing centers in Mississippi and Nebraska. We asked the transition team for a comment, but have not heard back yet, Nick.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.